Made me climb stairs to get to this chat. Really.
Trying to make it a touchscreen. That's right. All right. There we go. All right. Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Y'all got a cup of hot caffeinated beverage in front of you? Because I do.
See that?
I wasn't sure I was going to make it without hot caffeinated beverage this evening. Okay. Hey, Bear. Cole, the bear is in the house.
All right.
Nescafe.
Nescafe.
Is that chocolate? I know that probably sounds...
I don't know if it's chocolate or
I don't know if it's chocolate or if it's...
Yeah.
Or if it's... Is it coffee? Okay. Oh, that's what he's saying. Okay. Let's just... Yeah.
Coffee. Yeah.
I figured that out. It took me a few minutes. I'm sorry. I figured that out.
Coffee hadn't kicked in yet.
It hadn't kicked in. My coffee ain't kicked in yet. It's good coffee, though.
Hi, Hannah Johnson. Hey.
Hey, Hannah. Hey, Miss B. Mountain Dew Pitch Black. I hadn't tried one of those yet. I know Mountain Dew scored with Code Red. That was one of my favorites, Code Red. But I did try that grape, and it tasted like watered down grape juice. And then, of course, tried that with hot sauce in it. That was a Christmas present, and we tried that and gave me a sore throat.
Gold blend instant.
Oh, no. Put it in the coffee pot. I don't have a percolator. I shouldn't say it like that. I have a drip coffee pot, but I drink Red Diamond straight out of Birmingham, Alabama, or at least it used to be. Like the pineapple one that Dollar General carry. You like the pineapple? I hadn't tried that either. I haven't seen a lot of different Mountain Dews. And I've always liked Mountain Dew. I think it's a pretty cool drink myself. It's got, a lot of caffeine in it, but I'm not against caffeine.
Yeah, caffeine can be good sometimes.
Well, I'm trying to keep from having the blind yawnies while we chat. You're supposed to say hey back to everybody, honey. You're supposed to say hey to everybody as they come in here. Skunk Ape. Every time I say that, I think, I wonder does he really want me to call him Skunk Ape?
I can't sit still if I drink Mountain Dew. Oh, okay.
Well, no, because there's too much caffeine. I know that the Skunk Ape is isn't he the Florida version of the Sasquatch? Hello to everyone as you come in. Thank you, son. Kroger usually carries a lot of the new flavor. We don't have a Kroger in Columbus. And I am very unhappy about that because Kroger is one of my favorite grocery stores. In fact, when I shopped at Kroger, I didn't go anywhere but Kroger. I'd go to Kroger, shop, and go home, and it was nice. And now I go to 3, 4, 5 places.
That's not to say Kroger hadn't tried to come into Columbus.
They just hadn't made it.
Columbus just hadn't let them, I guess.
Just don't call me late to dinner.
Yeah,
I would never do that. I'll call you early. Okay, cool. He is the Sasquatch. I heard that. I don't know where I heard that. I just gather bits and pieces of information here and there and try to hold on to them. This is my favorite mug, y'all. Pioneer Woman mug.
Well, it's 31 miles to shop at one. Okay.
Ooh. Well, that's about how far I would have to drive to shop at one. But since I live right here in the city, and I have a marketplace like a mile and a half from me. And then I have 2 other Walmarts within 5 miles of me. Mm-hmm. Hello to everyone from now until the end of time. Thank you, son. I'll give it back to you tomorrow. Spring finally here in England. 10 degrees Celsius today. It is 70 degrees Fahrenheit here right now.
Yeah.
And I don't really know the Celsius thing, but I know that your 0 is my 32. So
yeah.
When I created my channel, I intended to show places where the skunk ape had been sighted, but that hasn't worked out the way I planned. Well, we'll come down there and help you.
We didn't really plan on doing a lot of, we didn't start out with small towns either.
We didn't. It just kind of,
We kind of was in parks for a while, but
it kind of morphed into what we do. And
Yeah.
we love it. I mean, we just do. But I want to do some reviews of restaurants and things. And
we were also looking at covered bridges today.
yeah, Tim was almost late to the chat. He was late to calling his mama because he was in there looking at covered bridges. Hey, you guys need to find Bigfoot. I'm just going to tell you, there are places we could go. We could find Bigfoot. There's a Bigfoot museum in Georgia. I've been by it. I didn't ever go in. Turns out I like to goof off way too much. Tim does too, but I have to keep him in line. I straighten him up every once in a while.
Make me climb a set of steps.
I make him climb stairs. It works. You know, Bear, we have big cats here in England. I saw a video the other day that was showing really big leopards or something. And they said that they couldn't decide if it was true or not. Do you really have big cats? If anyone could accidentally find and film Bigfoot, it would be the times. You were right, son. Okay, yeah. I didn't realize that. I didn't know that. I don't know why.
Stairs thing, sort of punishment for Tim.
No.
Not really.
Not really. Actually, he climbs stairs because he wants to. He's the one that does that whole stairs thing.
I will say this, after watching how many steps there are in England, I don't know. I'd like to visit England someday.
You can go down on Briar Creek and you'll find one. Big cats or Sasquatch. And skunk ape. Okay. I have an eatery here called Bigfoot Crossing. Now, I would eat there. Now, back to what I was talking about, doing the reviews of restaurants. There is a restaurant, and I've been challenged to go and review it. It is called Zombie Pig Barbecue. Walking or crawling, always juicy and something. I don't know, but it's got a green pig on the sign. And every time I look at that green pig, I'm like, green eggs and ham. Only this is green ham. So green ham can't be good. Bigfoot. Okay. Well, hey. What about the mystery of stairs in the woods, which people find? We found stairs in the woods before.
Mm-hmm.
True, it was in North Carolina. No, it was in Tennessee. And we were on a trail, and it had been a homestead at one time. But if you didn't know you were on a trail, you wouldn't realize it. And then we have seen the stairs that went up to a
motel.
A
huge
Tennessee. Motel up in Tennessee. It was a resort for the wealthy.
We climbed every step up that thing.
And there was a lot of stairs up there. And then at the top of the stairs, what was at one time a fountain was there. And you could tell it had been a beautiful fountain. So, yeah, we found stairs in the woods, and we climb them when we find them. Now, those stairs that go up the side of a building that like they're about to fall down.
We're not climbing those.
Tim's not going to. I'm not going to let him climb those. See, I'll go from making him to not letting him in a New York minute. I don't want to forget to drink my coffee. It'll get cold. I don't like cold coffee. You like cold coffee? Tim only drinks cold coffee.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Would you climb them with a hat? Would you climb them with a rat? Yeah. But I would not eat green eggs and ham. I would not eat them, Sam. I am. Y'all, we could quote the whole book if we keep going. My children are well versed in Dr. Seuss. So am I. I hear an extra cat out there. Have you seen those abandoned explorer shows? They find old mansions. I have. And they find them right here in Georgia. I don't know where they're at. Yeah. I want to know where they're at. But they don't tell us where they're at. But I have an issue going inside places like that. I'll get really close. I'll look through windows. If the door's open, I'll look through. I don't know whether I want to go inside. Most of the ones we find, though, are in such bad condition that we wouldn't go inside for fear of
they fall apart.
Yeah, for fear they just fall in. But now, if I ever get to that house in South Carolina, I keep talking about.
Well, you'll have permission to go in there, I bet.
Well, I lived there. I should.
That was a long time ago, though.
43 years ago. It's okay. It don't wear out. I like to watch the Abandoned Explorers. We watch one called The Proper People sometimes. We haven't watched it in a long time. They go in places.
Abandoned malls.
They go in places with no trespassing signs on it. They just go on in. And if they get caught.
They hide.
Sometimes they hide, but if they get caught, they just get walked out usually. But I don't think I could handle it.
We're not that brave.
Besides, we're down here in the South. It's hot and there's snakes.
Oh, yeah.
I did paranormal investigations for about 12 years. Must say, I never found anything. Were you ever scared? I think I've asked you that question before. I have never done anything like I played with a Ouija board once. Was not smart. Shouldn't have done it, but I did. We were kids. And it wasn't that the Ouija board was necessarily bad. It's just that it was midnight. And
open doors.
Somebody. No, we didn't open any doors. There was too many little teenage girls pushing that thing all over the place.
Oh,
Not telling us anything. We were all sitting in the living room though, and it was dark. Single wide trailer. And a hubcap or something came off of a car and it hit the road. And it scared us to death. And we were crawling down the hall going to get Mama. Yeah, and that's what we were saying. It wasn't even my mom. Well, I guess if you're going to be a paranormal investigator, it might be easier not to believe in ghosts, to be skeptical. I'm not going to necessarily say either way. I've never had a paranormal experience. I can say that.
Neither have I.
I've never thought there's a ghost in the house. There's always cats in the house. Ghosts don't care if you believe in them any more than you care if they believe in you. Okay. I think they care if I believe in them. I hear somebody hammering across the street. I did open the window. I should open the one beside me.
Yeah, it's a little warm.
I can't open this one. This window will not open.
I thought I've opened it for you before.
I've had it open before, but it won't open for me anymore. I can't open this window. I can open that one over there. But you have to put something in that one to prop it open because it'll fall closed. Okay, I have a question for y'all. Anybody jump in here and answer? I do believe there are demons and angels.
I do too.
Now, see, I do believe in that. So I don't really know where I stand on the ghost thing because I don't know what we're calling ghosts.
Maybe if they get people who think they're ghosts or ghosts, it might be something else. Might be a demon or an angel.
They may not think they're ghosts. Do we look better? Yeah. Do we look better than we did when we used to do a live chat? Anybody who was in here before, because we are doing this on the laptop now instead of the phone. And when I watch the footage back on the phone, it looked kind of rough sometimes. And I need a haircut. I also need new bifocals because I can't see out of the bottom and I can't see out of the top. Over there. Ancient aliens say yes to demons and angels. Okay.
Video is okay.
Good. Thank you. I can't, all I can see is what's on the screen in front of me, and that's just me and Tim. And we do this at 5:00 on Sunday, or we have the last 2 weeks, because it seems like the best time for us.
I think it looks about the same.
Seriously?
Okay.
Was it good before? Am I just mistaken? Oh, when it first come on, was it glitchy? I think that's always the way it is when it first comes on. I know when I first opened the computer back up, the laptop back up, it said no connection. And I'm like, yeah, there's a connection. As much money as I pay, there's a connection.
I had a nap this afternoon. I might be a little glitchy myself.
Is that what causes it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe in the giants too. And they may still be here. Better be
Okay,
careful, though.
thanks, Miss B.
Okay.
Tim gets nervous when we all get quiet.
Everybody's quiet.
I've told him, watch some of the other
Oh,
lives.
I know.
I mean, there's only 7 of us, 9 of us counting us here. So we don't have a huge group, and they're having to type. We're not typing, we're talking. Check the story of the Kandahar giant they found in Afghanistan. Now, I've watched some of those. We watch stuff like that all the time. Tim was watching something on the Wi-Fi's yesterday about, was it yesterday? About what looked like an anthill, when you mapped it all out, and it was underground tunnels. This man went down in his basement and he found an opening, and he found a room down there.
It was an entire city.
And when he went into the room, it was an entire city. It reminded me of a story that was on One Life to Live back in the 80s.
Turkey, I think it was.
It was, yeah. So the son of a stove knows that story, which doesn't surprise me.
Neighbors' dogs are barking.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell y'all about my experience with the open chat AI.
Yeah, they are getting very popular.
They are, but have you noticed how many things are in the sky now? And Son of a Stove has filmed quite a few strange things in the sky himself, and sent them to me. We hadn't sent them to anybody to put them online, but there's been some weird things that we filmed. I got a giant in my house. I'm 5'2" and he's 6'2". Yeah, I had the same experience.
Yeah.
Do you think the UFOs are real, or is it War of the Worlds episode 2? They are unidentified flying objects. I mean, the UFO stands for unidentified flying object. If it's in the air flying and it's unidentified, it is a UFO.
How much of it belongs to us or
other
countries or whatever? Yeah, they probably are a deception.
Are you sure it's really an object in the air or a holo? Well, see, he just said the same thing. Bear just said the same thing. I think they are a deception. I don't know. I saw Spider-Man Far From Home.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thing was a hologram. They made Peter Parker out to be a bad guy. It was really discouraging for a few minutes. Blue Bean Project. Yeah, okay. You and Stove can probably, son of a Stove could probably run right along and talk without us.
Heard of Blue Bean Project.
All I know is I went on and used ChatGPT the other day. And I did this because another YouTuber that I watch went on and used ChatGPT, and nothing, he didn't get any answers that was right the whole time. And every time he would say, well, that's not right. And it would say, the ChatGPT would then say, oh, I'm sorry, and change it and agree with whatever he said. And he didn't put the wrong number in on purpose, but he messed up and typed the wrong number in. So ChatGPT said, yeah, that's right. And then he said, I'm sorry, I did the wrong thing. Got to get going. Just thought I would drop in and say hi. Have a good evening, Tim and Tammy and everyone. Well, thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming.
Skunk Ape. They do shows. Where they have Elvis on stage, and boy, it looks real. Yeah. You see, that was coming to that too. I watched a man who did a video the other day, and he was talking about going back to England. He's from India, and he had gone back to England. He lives here in America, but he'd gone back to England. And while he was there recently, he saw an ABBA concert, and it was called an immersive concert. And this was then back in the 70s at the height of what they were. And he said it was like real people. He said you don't know. And then he said, yeah, they're going to bring Elvis back, and they're going to bring Michael Jackson back, and they're going to bring the Beatles back. You saw that one too? I'd kind of like to see ABBA myself. I told Tim, though, we talk about Elvis, he's going to be on stage. They're going to be throwing their underwear on stage to nothing. Sorry. Had to be said. Okay, Patriot, how are you doing? Study Deathbed Visitation. It will change your life.
Oh, wow.
Deathbed Visitations. Well, I do. I'm sorry, Bear. Just that was the first thing I thought of when I thought about Elvis being on stage. That's from my little memory. I was 7 years old when that man died. My mama cried and cried and cried. But that's what I remember about Elvis. That and all them Hawaii movies he made me want to go to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Deathbed Visitations. I don't know exactly what that is, but I'm assuming it's where people are. I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me tell you a story. You want some deathbed visitation? I'll give you one right here. When Steve died, my first husband, he had cancer and he'd gone downhill really quickly. He had it for like a month and then he passed away. And when he was in the hospital and it got to the point that he would breathe out and he wouldn't inhale again, and he hadn't talked in 2 days. And he began to exhale, and every time he would exhale, he would say no. And I looked at my sister-in-law, his sister, she was sitting at the head of his bed, and I was holding on to his left hand. And I said, Donna, is he saying no? Because he said it about 6 times in a row. And at first she said, I don't know. And then she said, he is. So then all of a sudden he stopped and he didn't say anything else. And he continued to exhale. And when he would quit breathing, I would quit breathing too. And I wouldn't breathe again until he would breathe in. So after a few minutes, he breathed out and he said yes. And he said it clearly. And then he did that 2 more times. And the third time he said it, he shouted yes. And that was a deathbed visitation. I'm just telling you, I think he was seriously discussing what was fixing to happen and saying, I don't want to do that yet. And then he changed his mind.
Yeah.
So that's my story about a deathbed visitation. Not to bring anybody down, because that's actually kind of an uplifting story in my opinion. It was then and it is now. And it's been 10 years ago. So my mother did the same. She saw her dear brother.
Yeah.
Well,
I believe it.
Y'all, it is getting warm in here.
Yeah, why don't we do something about that?
Turn that fan on in there. Okay, never mind. That's fine. I just found out Elvis Presley is 8 times, 1 time removed. Now, see, I could understand it if you said he was your 8th cousin. I've never understood the 1 time removed.
Did I have permission to leave the chat for a minute?
I didn't. But that's really cool. But what is that? How close are we? We're 5 people away from knowing everybody. Woo, that is brightening up the screen here. I don't know if that's a good thing to do. Does that look weird to y'all? No more peanut butter for Tim. Yeah, you don't get to do that. You don't get to make that decision. Shoot, I should show y'all the peanut butter stash up there. See, I put that tire pump in. Yeah, you got it. But you're going to have to put that handle down. And it'll just sit right on top of it. I know, I'm talking off camera. Show us the peanut butter stash. It's all the way in the kitchen on the bottom shelf. The people want to know. Tim's going to see. Bring the whole box. You see it down there?
Oh, let me see.
Yeah, here it comes. If he can pick it up, that is. Crunchy or smooth? I like crunchy. He likes smooth. Oh, he's just going to bring a few with him. We got at least 3 times as much, y'all. Oh, wait a minute. I'll hold 2. You hold 2. These are all creamy. But these are supposedly less sugar. I'm not sure about that, though. I bet I have more. I have multiple jars of peanut butter and a bulk thing of the powdered peanut butter. I like the powdered peanut butter, but you ain't got more peanut butter than I do.
I mean, really, how many live chats have peanut butter on them?
If you had more peanut butter than I do, I would have already been told. Good to put in your. Well, it is. That's true. I keep a lot of peanut butter. Hannah said, "Nice." Yeah.
Yeah. Good to put in your preps, is that?
Yeah, pepper pantry.
Again, I can't see anymore. We both need new glasses.
Honey as well. Yeah, and On my next vacation, I'm going
Oh,
by
I
the
love
place
honey.
that I buy the honey because I got to have some more honey because we are about out.
And that vacation's coming really
It
soon.
is, and we're excited. Yeah, Miss B, you might. I will admit that. You probably paid a penny for it too.
Peanut butter is good to have. Good old standby.
Y'all, in case you don't know, Miss B goes to she does these penny hauls where she goes and buys stuff on clearance, and I love to watch those. Bear, you only got 2 jars. Will you?
Falling behind, Bear.
You're falling behind. Instant mashed potatoes.
Yeah, I do
used
too, actually.
I used to like those, but the fact of the matter is, making real potatoes is just so easy for me. I would just as soon make real potatoes. Of course, Tam says you don't ever do that either. So 25. You might have us beat, but I guarantee you we got 12 to 13 in there, at least.
I only saw the 4, but you got other hiding places.
There ain't no way there's only 4 things of peanut butter. He's wrong. He just
maybe couldn't bend over.
He couldn't bend over far enough to see it. It was on the bottom shelf. He just couldn't find them. Oh, the conversations.
Well, I like mashed potatoes with cheese on top. I know that may sound weird, but I love the cheesy.
We have a brand called Idahoan mash over here. Yummy.
Oh, man, I bet it's yummy.
Huh. So y'all tell me, is there such a thing as Stouffer's stovetop stuffing? Can you answer that question? I found out recently that there's no such thing. It's stovetop stuffing, but it's not Stouffer's. And I'm sorry. I just really remember Stouffer's stovetop stuffing. You can get a
cheesy one.
You can. Most people like cheese and potatoes. I don't know why you would think that would be weird. What's weird is when you put cheese on corn.
I hadn't done
I've
that
never
yet.
seen him do that, y'all. I just thought I
haven't done that one yet. But I do love cheese. There's no doubt about that.
He loves cheese almost as much as he loves peanut butter.
I just don't mix the two together. Peanut butter and cheese would be terrible.
Oh my goodness. Sweet corn with butter and salt on the cob. Oh gosh, yes. Yes. Straight out of the garden's even better. I hadn't had corn out of the garden in a long time though. I moved to the city. I don't have a garden. I have buckets. I have containers. I try sometimes. I didn't get any soil last year, though, and I'm not even going to try to get soil this year. I'm just going to dig up part of my backyard and put it in the buckets. I think anything will grow in our yard. I know weeds will.
Weeds
and grass
are good at growing.
Grass and weeds, and
yeah.
Actually, we just have spider lilies that just pop up. Now, they don't do that anymore because we hired our neighbor across the street, who's a young man, to cut our grass, and the spider lilies don't get the opportunity to pop up. But I thought they were just beautiful, and they just popped up wild. So, I'm almost to the bottom of my coffee cup now.
Are you awake yet?
No, I need the other cup. There's another cup in there.
Is there another cup?
Yeah, I haven't.
You won't be able to sleep tonight.
Oh, coffee don't keep me awake. I'm sorry.
I know.
It may help me not yawn, but it don't keep me awake. I don't seem to have a problem with caffeine that way.
You don't have a problem sleeping, actually.
I don't have a problem
Neither
sleeping.
one of us does.
Loves chocolate chip ice cream.
Oh boy.
Now, all right.
I love chocolate chip ice cream.
Yeah, I know what that's in reference to. Y'all hold on to that now. Don't want to get too far out there. The place that I have found that has the best honey is Blue Ridge Honey Company in Lakemont, Georgia. We have a little place. Yeah. figured that was going to happen. We have a little place in on the way over on 280. Crazy travel addicts. Hey there. Where are y'all at right now? Or you may not, you don't want to tell, you don't have to, but I know I've been seeing videos from way away from Georgia lately. But there, I like to buy local honey too. And that's why we stop at this place over on 280.
We filmed that 520.
We have filmed that place before. They have all the old signs on there. But we
forgot the name of it.
We like to stop there. I can get honey with honeycomb in it. I love honey with a honeycomb still in it. I will chew on the honeycomb. And that comes from growing up. We're just home this weekend. I know y'all have been on a trip. So y'all do some interesting videos. Y'all go check them out too. They like to go to places kind of like we do, small towns, and show you what's there and see if they can't find something spooky or creepy if there is some, or something falling down. Because any small town you go to around here, you're going to find something. I mean, if it's really a small town. And then you go to places like Noonan and nothing is falling down. It's just beautiful.
Or what was another place? Sonoya.
That was, well, I think it got a regeneration with the dead. The zombies.
Mm-hmm. The zombies brought life back to the town.
Well, it says it's a great place to live. Wasn't that its logo? Something about a great place to live or something like that. And I thought, where the zombies are. It's a great place to live where the zombies are. But it was a beautiful place. And it was the kind of place that we would really.
Oh, yeah.
We'd like to, well, if we was going to be that close to Atlanta. Y'all, I'm just.
Or was it we were at Camp Hill or whatever that had so many places falling down?
Camp Hill was basically the ghost town.
Yeah.
Yeah, Camp Hill. But it was beautiful. We really loved Camp Hill.
But it was abandoned stuff all over the place.
Even the trucks had trees growing through them.
Yeah, the trucks had trees growing through them.
But we loved it. And I want to get Tim back over into Alabama. I have to kind of push. Yeah, Silent Hill is a place to go. That is a real place. Mm-hmm.
It really is. I would love to go there too.
We'd love to go because they shut it off more and more.
Yeah.
As time goes by, because it's that fire's still burning, which really is terrifying if you want to know the truth. I mean, it was a coal fire. What is a coal fire? It was in the coal mines.
Right.
They was burning the trash, but it caught the coal on fire. Yeah.
Yeah, I played that video game when it first came out, Silent Hill. I actually have played that game before. That was a long time ago.
I quit playing video games a long time ago.
But it was, it was obviously stretching the storyline big time.
Oh, it was. Seen the movie. Yeah, there was a movie.
I've seen the movie too. Both of them. There's two of them actually. Had a sequel. Seen them both.
Tim's a movie guy. Tim's my movie guy.
Yeah. I also have seen the YouTube videos of people actually going there. So
yeah.
We have seen it.
Oh, yeah. I've seen a lot of people go, and that's how I know that they're kind of closing it down more and more. They dumped dirt all over that road that everybody was graffitiing on. They just dumped dirt on it. The only thing I know of Silent Hill is a Silent Hill parody from old YouTube. Old YouTube? I'm old. I don't remember old YouTube. YouTube's brand new, still brand new. How old is it? 10 years, 12 years, 14 years?
I don't think it's new.
I got a letter. The name said Mary, my wife's name. It's impossible. A dead person can't write a letter. Well, now. Do we know that for sure? Oh, some of the places. Yeah. See, this needs to be an interactive chat. So instead of typing, we could talk. Because we talk and we talk fast.
Yeah, we are. Don't have as many as we did last Sunday, but
Thumbs up, people. Yeah, throw that like in there. We love
Yeah.
likes. All the likes.
We love our subscribers. We love the likes.
We do. We love all the views. We appreciate every view we get.
Yeah,
And
we do.
we're tickled to death when we hit that 3,000 subscribers. And now, 3 weeks later, I think we've got 30 since then. That number, though, has fluctuated for a week. It'd be 20, 21, 20, 21. We love your video trips. Well, we sure enjoy going on them.
We do.
More thumbs, more thumbs. Come on. I don't see enough thumbs. Another old YouTube reference. I don't get it, so I'm sorry. Yeah. Well, I tried to let everybody know we were going to do this week so they would be more prepared.
Yeah. Well, maybe everybody's busy.
Everybody. Yeah, well, next week is Easter, so probably
won't
be here
Yeah.
for that. But, you know, and I'm not going to make Tim do it every week. Maybe once a week. Well, you may be old, but I've been educating my 10-year-old on old YouTube. He can teach you how to, oh gosh, I know that. I don't need anybody to teach me how to doogie, and I don't want to talk about it. Into an ice cream truck. And actually, if I did that and we put it up on a video, I'd probably make some money. Let Tim doogie into an ice cream truck.
But I don't understand doogie.
It's a dance. I think I'm right. Please tell me I'm right. Doogie is a dance, right? And Tim can't dance. Never mind. Just scrub the whole thing dance that I just said. Yeah. Dougie. I'm sorry. I'm saying Doogie like Hauser, but it's Dougie, and he's right, and I'm wrong. Okay.
What's the Dougie then?
Still a dance.
Still a dance?
Still a dance. It's just I was saying Doogie, and I don't know why. I do know why I was saying Doogie, y'all. I can't see no more. It's old YouTube. I'm old, can't see. Those dogs are having fun.
Yes, they are. We got 7 thumbs up. Thank y'all.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I'm laughing at me calling it Doogie Hauser. Yeah, and being called out by a little punk who's getting older every day. One day, your children are going to laugh at you the same way.
The child surpasses the parent.
No, I refuse. One day, it's already happened, hasn't it? Yeah, it's already happened. It has.
She's drinking coffee. I'm just drinking water out of a Coca-Cola glass. See my Coca-Cola glass there? I like my Coca-Cola glass.
I wish he'd wash it out.
It is washed. It was clean. You cleaned it.
It looks like Tim is wearing the shirt I got him. He
Yeah,
is.
Yeah.
Tim's favorite kid got him this shirt.
I got 3 of those shirts. So
Bear has bottled water. Well, ours is filtered.
Yeah.
We drink a lot of bottled water. Tim takes that to work, but we filter it and keep it in the fridge all the time. Tim has 3 of these shirts.
I do.
Because his
I have
favorite
3 children and I have 3 of these shirts.
His favorite child each bought him one of those shirts. So, yeah. So Bear is Snuff by the Sea, a real place. Because, you know, you're over there. And it's somewhere in England, I think. And if it is, have you ever been?
Yes. It's on the coast.
On the coast. So are you near Snuff by the Sea? And then I'll tell you how come I even know those words. I read MC Beaton. I read Agatha Raisin. And Agatha Raisin, isn't all of England the coast? I'm pretty sure the entire country is 10 miles across. That's not true. Anyway, I read MC Beaton. I've read all the Agatha Raisin books. And in one of her books, she went to Snuff by the Sea. She didn't want to go, but she went. But anyway.
Might have been a made-up place, though.
You know, they have the Agatha Raisin television show, which when I first watched it, I was not really tickled with, but I have since overcome my... The characters didn't look right to me, but now when I'm reading the books, I can't read them in any other voices.
But she's also a Doctor Who fan.
Oh, I'm a huge Doctor Who fan.
Yeah.
I'm a Whovian. Straight out of Gallifrey. I don't like the Daleks, nor the Cybermen. I'm on the southeast coast in the county of Sussex.
Sussex, okay.
Well, that's another word. I know Sussex. I mean, I know that word. If I came to England, I would want to go to the Cotswolds, only because of this, what I just told you. That's where Agatha Raisin, the character, is set. That's where the books are set. And at the same time I read those, I read Nancy Atherton, who writes about Aunt Dimity, and she lives in the Cotswolds as well. Now, Aunt Dimity doesn't. She's dead. She's a ghost.
Oh, we're getting back to the ghosts. Okay.
But the main character, and right now her name is escaping me. She lives over there in the Cotswolds too, and I just think it'd be a really cool place. I would love to go to London and see those castles and climb those stairs. Yeah, I know that's where the rich people live. Cotswolds are where the rich people live, but it's out in the country. That's my thought process.
What is Son of the Stove saying? I can't hardly read that.
I am Uhtred, son of Uhtred. Wait, no, that's Wessex. I think he's trying to make a comment about Sussex. I think he's trying to, yeah, never mind. He has inside jokes, all of his own. South Snuff-on-Sea is in Sussex, but it is fictional. Well, thank you for looking that up for me, dear, because I did not know that. That's why I asked the question, because I knew that Bear was from over there. And cool. I mean, I want to know where they got to Snuff. That's the name, Snuff-on-Sea. Sorry, I'm high on a peanut butter smoothie.
Oh, boy.
The boat sails from here to France every day. I live in a port town. Well, that sounds really cool. I mean, it really does. Now, I'm not one of those regular people. If I went to France, I'd want to see the countryside more than I'd want to see the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
And I know that most people want to go to Paris and see the Eiffel Tower.
We want the back roads of England.
I want the back roads. Besides that, more than France, I'd want to go to Ireland and Scotland if I had my choice. That's.
But even then, we want the back roads of Ireland and Scotland.
Oh yes,
because we just love the back roads.
Where the real people are.
Yeah.
Now, there was a restaurant over there in England that Yankee in the South, they've been over there recently, that they ate at that was built in like the 1300s.
Oh, I bet.
And I just want to go there.
Yeah.
I had a French girlfriend in the 70s. I spent a lot of time in rural Normandy.
Oh, you had a French girlfriend in the 70s. Oh, okay.
If they drive on the opposite side of the road, does that make the back roads the front roads? If that's what they want to call them, then that's what I'll go down. Goodness.
Just want to go down those country roads. Take me home. Yeah. Not a good singer. There you go. John Denver.
You did fine. You did fine. I wouldn't try to drive over there. I'd probably be a driver. Just remember to get petrol, not gas. Yes. And if you have luggage, put it in the boot and carry your torch because it's dark at night.
That's right.
It's all those, British words. They speak English over there. Crazy travel. Just want to throw this out there. Tammy, you have the most country accent I have ever heard. Michelle is country as heck too, but you make her sound like a city slicker.
Oh,
we love
boy.
the accent. I'm glad you do. It used to bother me And I really do. And I'm glad you like it. And I'm not ashamed of it at all. I am born and bred in Alabama.
So Bonzo used to drive on the left side of the road. Now we drive on what's left
of the
road due to the potholes. Okay, that's funny.
Well, you know, over here
we got some potholes,
here too.
Well, that was something else. What was the Camp Hill? It was dangerous looking roads.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I filmed one of those roads though. Those we were going down that road and all of a sudden there was what appeared to be a lake on the right hand side of the road. And I was scared to go through it. It was a big pothole and it was full of water. And I'm like, we might just fall in there. So then Tim said, well, I can't go to the left because there's one on the left-hand side too. We didn't have a choice but to go through it.
Alabama skipped developing potholes over time. I'm certain they paved the roads with pre-installed potholes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh. Yep. I'm about as country as they get. And there's a meme on Facebook that just hits me perfectly. And it says, when I write, and it shows this woman, she's got her hair up in a bun and she's wearing her glasses. And you can tell she's a librarian sort. And then it says on the other side, it has a picture of the Tiger King and says, when I talk. Sometimes I notice when I have just left out words or just squished them together and made one word out of them. For years.
That's a talent.
I would say Downey Road. It's on Downey Road. It's on Downey Road. And the person who was driving thought there was a road named Downey. And I was saying down the road.
Son of a stove, purple. Oh, third time.
Third time's a charm. What color is a yield sign? Oh. What was the sign we saw in Camp Hill? The colors was backwards. What was supposed to be yellow was black, and what was supposed to be black was yellow.
Yeah.
It was a railroad crossing sign. And it was opposite of what it was supposed to be. And that I don't know how that happened. I wonder if somebody did it, but it looked like a professional job if they did. I don't know. Must have been an English railroad sign. And you have to quit with the British thing. You got to be nice.
Yeah, play nice.
You know, I love my British friends. I got more than one. One of them hadn't showed up yet, but you know, I may have more than two. I don't know. I just know two. You'd rather be in England. Well, okay. This is all coming from a place of jealousy. Oh, okay. I understand. A little bit better now. Okay.
Envy.
I don't know if I'd rather be in England. I don't know. I'd rather be back in Aussie. Australia is a scary place, though. There's stuff that'll kill you just when you walk out the back door. There's just bad animals over there. And no animal's bad. I understand that. But there's them animals, they get you. They'll take you down. Ones. And I know it's probably not that big a deal.
Slapped Ham is from Australia, isn't he?
I don't know. I don't know.
I think he is because he's mentioned his.
Oh, has he? I don't know. I don't watch him.
If anybody watches Slapped Ham, he's the ghost guy.
And I'm not sure what his name is. It might be Corwin. It might be Colin. I've never seen it written, so I have no idea. He has.
I'm pretty sure he's from.
A nice accent too.
I think he's from Australia, or lives in Australia.
Yeah, we watch YouTube a lot.
We do.
We don't watch regular TV.
We don't watch cable TV.
Well, we don't have cable TV.
We don't.
And we don't. I dropped Netflix when they wanted to go up on their price. And then Hulu, I've had it for months now for $2.99, and I just don't watch it because everything on Hulu is on the Freevee and Tubi.
Yeah.
So, and everyone in Amazon, you know, Amazon got to where anything you wanted to watch, you then had to get a subscription to something else. And I'm like, we're paying this much for Amazon. Why are we having to subscribe for all this other stuff? So I don't have, we watch YouTube.
Yeah.
And we remember when you watched YouTube and it had no commercials on it. And then all of a sudden that changed. But you know, we ain't going to kick it.
No, we're not. Oh, there's a cat across, there's a black cat.
No, the black cat. The black cat's out there. It's not a bad cat. It's just it needs a loving home, and I've got too many cats to have another one. So I can't love them all. That's right. And I have Bells, and I can't. You know, she's the one and only.
Bells and Miley. Miley's not black.
She's just loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the ad blocker stops all that YouTube. I know, but I let it run. I'm a YouTuber, so I let it run. UK Jerry, what channels do you watch on YouTube? Oh, there we go, another UK. Okay. My personal, y'all, you know, we like Adam the Woo. We watch the Daily Woo. We rarely miss that.
Yankee in the South.
And then we kind of go off on our separate.
Because I like Slap Town. She does some other.
I watch those crazy travel addicts up there.
I like the White House. Both of us like the White House.
I watch the Jewish Redneck Prepper. I watch What's the Deal with Danny.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of channels, and there's a lot of channels that I watch, and I'm not going to remember them all. Funky Prepper. I had never seen the Funky Prepper. That sounds cool. I have watched, well, I do watch when he puts a video up. I watch Demo and Zonner. And I watch, if you had to be a mouse or a keyboard, which would you choose and why? We love Downey Live. He does traveling by train videos, outdoor gear reviews. He's from the U.S. We watch Primetime Travelers, too. They do a lot of trains. They've been riding on that Bright Line down in Florida, which is getting to be a really big thing.
What?
I was just wondering. I was just thinking about that.
The mouse or the keyboard thing?
Yeah.
Wouldn't know how to answer that one.
So there are so many channels, and then new channels. We find new channels all the time. And when, you know, I go and look a lot of times with the subscribers when I remember to, and I'll see if they have a channel as well, and I'll go look at it too. I watch Jennifer Chenoweth. I like her channel. She does really short videos, but she goes to places I want to go. And, you know, who else? I'm trying to think of my smaller channels that y'all go watch What's the Deal with Danny. Y'all go subscribe. He's doing his best to get to 1,000 subscribers. And, you know, he's a friend in real life.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, this is real life, but you know what I mean. We actually know him. We actually see him. We
video together.
And then there's the Monster Misfits.
Yeah.
You know, he does a lot of Halloween stuff, and he builds stuff. So is this the real life? Is it just fantasy? It's easy come, easy go, little high, little low. Oh, yeah. Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah. Can you sing it?
No.
Scaramouche, Scaramouche.
Yeah.
Well, you do the fandango. Yeah. Now probably
for some reason, I was, you know, he bringing all that stuff up. Now I'm starting thinking, all in all, I'm just another brick in the
wall. One of the best songs ever written.
Yeah.
My house looks like a Bohemian Rhapsody.
Ours too.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, there's a different colored cat just walked by the window.
Was it the gray one that's big and fluffy?
Mm-hmm.
Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah, know that one too.
I know that song, but it doesn't come to mind as quickly as Highway to Hell.
I'm on that. Oh, never mind.
Completely different one, but it doesn't. The lyrics.
DC, yeah.
Space Oddity.
Oh, you do?
I knew Jimmy Page.
Cool.
It's past.
Or you did. Okay. Well, you know, you talk Southern. I talk
Led Zeppelin.
Misfit.
When I was in the 6th grade, my aunt, who was older than me, won a T-shirt. It was a Led Zeppelin shirt. And I wore it for years. She gave it to me. I thought it was so cool. Sorry that there have not been any penny houses lately. Have not had any good ones. Well, I don't know that. I just know when you post it, I'll watch it. So yeah. I don't think, oh no, she's not out doing the penny house. I think y'all have better deals in your part of the country. And I'm not exactly sure where that part of the country is, but I think we'll be closer to it when we go over towards the coast. I'm sitting here trying to think, did I forget any channels that I'm scared I would hurt their feelings? Well, the really big one. I love She's in Her Apron. She does different stuff now, though, than she used to. Bowie was an interesting guy. He very much was.
Yes,
My favorite Bowie song, though, was Dance Magic Dance. But the real hero is Jethro Tull. And why would I think he would say that? That's an honest thing there. The flute. Wasn't he the one with the flute? He did the flute sometimes. That's about all I know.
Scary Monsters.
I don't know who that is. I'm assuming that's a band. I bought my daddy a Jethro Tull CD and then stole it 3 days later. Yes, you did.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, was that a Bowie band?
Scary
Okay.
That's Bowie's song. I'm assuming.
Oh.
Scary Monsters.
I don't know that one. But I sang Dance Magic Dance to all my children and my grandchildren. They all know. They remind me of the Babe. That's from the movie Labyrinth. It was a Jim Henson movie, and it had all the Muppets and puppets in it, and it was just
David Bowie did he was a bad guy.
He was Jareth.
Yeah.
Do you watch any the river YouTubers like NomadicFanatic? Now I've heard of NomadicFanatic. RVers. I'm sorry, y'all. My glasses. I really can't see.
Love that movie. Yeah, we did too.
RV or YouTubers like Nomadic. I have watched NomadicFanatic before, or Campervan Kevin. I hadn't seen Campervan Kevin, but
we'll go check them out.
Oh goodness, how did you end up with the Jethro Tull cassette? Huh.
Well, that's interesting.
That is interesting. Labyrinth was a really cool movie.
Hannah is full of surprises.
Yeah. For sure. Is it okay to ask this on here? Do you have the genealogy book that your grandmother wrote? She doesn't even know what a cassette is. Yes, she does. She probably got it from me. Thick as a Brick by Tull, my fave by them. Well, you know what you said earlier? It doesn't matter what you think. We may not believe it. I do love Thick as a Brick. My favorite is Broadsword. So y'all have just completely gone off.
They're talking Jethro Tull.
Right. They're on their own little train of thought there. I'm totally lost on this one. 8 tracks and 45.
Yep, I remember 8 tracks and 45.
I do not have my 8 tracks anymore, y'all, but I got every 45 I ever bought. I still have my records. I don't have a record player, but I have all my records.
I remember having an 8-track in the car.
Oh, I never had that. Home Life with T. Hey, how's it going? Just popping in to say hi and show my support. Thank you. That's another channel I watch, and that's a new channel. That's why I forgot it.
Home Life with T. Yeah.
Yeah. But I did mention Primetime Travelers.
You have all your records still. Cool.
Records are making a comeback. Have you seen the price? I'm about 153 miles northeast of y'all. Okay. Yeah. Tori, I hadn't made the cookie yet, but since I watched you make it, I went to Piggly Wiggly and they had these lemon cookies that had a lemon frosting on the bottom. And I thought, I got to have some now. These are easier than making them. That's the ones I've tried, but I am going to make the recipe because it really did look good. Even if it didn't look perfect, it looked good. We had a lady at church who used to offer to pay us to eat her dessert because she would say, it looks terrible, but I'll give you a quarter if you'll eat it. I'm serious. And she'd give the kids a quarter if they'd eat it.
Was it good?
It was always good. Everything she cooked was good. She was just a crazy lady. We loved her so much. But they are good. They're not gone yet. I'm amazed they're not gone.
They are good. I had
them.
Yet. They're pretty good.
But they are good. But I love lemon, just about anything. I love a lemon pie. I almost messed that up.
I enjoy lemon, but I'm not the best. That's not my favorite lemon. But, you know.
I know it's not. That's okay.
But I do enjoy lemon, so. We want to try one of those crumbly cookies, though.
We are, and it's, recipe was very easy, though. Hope you give it a try. So I will. I'm going to give it a try. Now, bread pudding is something that's like rice pudding. I don't understand it. I don't. I'm sorry. I'm not being mean. I just don't. Banana pudding, got that covered.
Well, hey, prime
Well,
time.
there's the traveler saying, hey, to at home tea. How about that? At home with tea. I'm sorry, I left a word out. See, I do that.
Sitting right by me.
Well, cool. Yeah. Glad to see y'all. Yeah, I guess we come in a little bit early by starting this at 5, but I'm trying to include my British friends who are about 5 hours ahead of us.
Used to watch Adam Lulu when he does Disney.
But when he does Disney, I don't watch.
I kind of do the same thing. I watch Adam when he's going to the small towns, but get a little tired of Disney sometimes.
I watch Adam every day. I've been doing that for probably 7 or 8 years now.
Adam did help our channel out a lot, so we have
did.
to give him props for that. But he did what he wants to do.
Well, and
he does.
Yeah. But we like it better when he's on back roads too.
Yeah.
We really do. We always have. Now, the first thing that I watched with Adam, the first Adam the Woo video I ever watched, it was him. He was climbing the incline railroad tracks to Ghost Town in the Sky in North Carolina. And that was it. I just loved it. I couldn't imagine anybody having the guts to climb. It's been abandoned for what, 30 years now? Wow.
Disney thing, Lisa. I can understand that. But he's getting a lot into the baseball season.
The Rays.
Yeah, the Rays.
Baseball.
He does a lot of that too.
And I actually like watching the Rays through him because it's a lot easier than watching the whole game. Because I'm a football fan. College. I do. You love bread pudding. See, I don't know that I've ever had bread pudding. Have we ever had bread pudding?
I don't know.
I've had rice pudding. That's okay. Catch up. It's fine.
We stay behind most of the
time. We're trying to catch up. We're supposed to know what's happening. I've had rice pudding, and it was okay. It just left me. Your bandwidth is getting knocked about. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know why.
Did you just suggest we put ketchup on bread pudding?
No. Okay, now. All right. I don't really understand how the whole thing works. Our internet, I think, is pretty good. And it works pretty well. But this is wireless. So
yeah.
We're not hardwired into anything. But I do like having the laptop in here. Looks fine here. Okay, now with cream. Tim.
Yeah. I should make a pudding out of peanut butter.
I'm sure I can make something like that. Well, tell your youngest daughter to stop playing all them video games. She's spending all your internet. No, that's why I have really good internet, so my youngest daughter can be a video game person. Cornflakes with maple syrup and cream.
That actually sounds good.
Cornflakes with peanut butter.
That would sound
maple
good.
syrup and cream. That sounds good.
Yeah. That probably was what it was. It's the video gaming thing.
I don't know. But you couldn't fork over a debit card for me to get a WOW subscription until I got my own job and debit card. Blatant favoritism. Honey, there was 3 of you then. There's only 1 now. I only have to worry about 1 now. And I want this kind of internet anyway, so I can do this right here. I miss boiled peanuts. You can't get them here in England. Well, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. When I went to Zaxby's to buy food tonight, there was people set up selling boiled peanuts. Right there. I'm shaking the whole screen. Right there at the liquor store.
Of course.
I stop and get me some boiled peanuts now.
Well, the store we stopped at that you started getting the honey
They'll
from,
have boiled peanuts.
they'll have boiled peanuts.
And if they have watermelons outside, of course it'll be too early for them to have really good watermelons. They have really good watermelons there too. Prefer cashews, but not boiled.
Oh, I love cashews.
I love cashews and macadamias and walnuts. I love the black walnut the best, and pecans.
We even have some hazelnuts.
Yeah. Been eating a lot of those lately. I don't know. I got a omega-3 mix up there that I've been eating. It's got these little tiny little green seeds in it. I don't know what it is. I eat them. They're good.
Pistachios, aren't they?
No, I know what a pistachio is, and it's bigger.
Oh,
These are, I don't know. I need to look on the bag and figure out what they are. But anyway, so I'll trade with you. You can live here and have boiled peanuts, and I'll live there and go to the doctor. Okay, I see. You need some new glasses too. Yeah. We're just going to have to bite the bullet and go buy a pair of new glasses. See, I don't know about these things. I don't know exactly what we're talking about. I have a clue.
No, he's saying that he would
I know.
trade. Yeah.
I know what he's saying.
And it just pays for it all.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
We pay for it all over here.
Yeah, we do.
We pay for the insurance and then pay for the doctor. Okie doke. NHS is broke.
Uh-oh. Sure, the NHS is broke. Uh-oh.
So y'all are in a conversation that I don't have any input on.
Yeah, we wouldn't know.
I don't know.
Of course, I wouldn't be surprised if our government's probably broke too. I mean,
No, we don't live in Alabama. We live in Georgia. I lived in Alabama most of my life. Take away about the first 13 years and the last 5. I was in Alabama all that time. And I love Alabama the Beautiful.
But now she's a Georgia girl.
I do have a t-shirt that says Georgia on it. I live in the Alabamian, yes. Yeah, that one still lives in the Alabamian.
How did he spell that?
Alabama band. I don't know.
Alabama band.
Alabama band.
Okay.
Band. It's a band. I can't. Yeah. Y'all forgive me. I really can't say. I really do need new glasses. My bifocals are not working.
There's a band named Alabama. That's a good band too.
Not a band. A band.
I know, but there's
Lots
a band.
About Georgia. Used to spend my summers there in '63.
Oh, okay.
Well, how about that? Cool. What part of Georgia? General area, however. Of course, That is so cool.
63.
Bluffton.
Yeah.
We did a video about
we did
Bluffton.
Bluffton, yeah.
Yes, we did. You've told me that before. You've left a comment about that, I think. Okay. Well, y'all, I have so many comments. I do keep up with most of them. Yeah. I try to remember, and I usually do. I'm usually pretty good at it. Yeah, you did. Okay. I'm sorry that I didn't recognize you right off the bat. I'll try harder next time.
We're getting old too.
Well, as it grows, you see, as it grows, there's more and more and more people to have to try to keep up with. And it's just like what I was talking about. Well, thank you. That's okay, LOL. There's more, just like what I was talking about with the, what was I talking about? There's my old coming out right now. Well, with the YouTube channels that we watch, and I don't want to miss anybody that we watch because, yeah, it's starting to look kind of glitchy right here behind me. You know what? I didn't take the recycling down. Y'all, that's the recycling right back there. We hadn't taken it out today, so. But it looks a little blurry over there to me. My hand looks a little glitchy.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Maybe I'm leaning back
what
the wrong
Son
way.
of the Stove said.
Yeah.
Airplane crossing over.
We're not far from the airport.
Yeah.
You know what? We can type in here too.
Yeah, we've done that. We did that last time, remember?
What does Son of a Stove say? I don't know. I don't know what y'all are talking about.
Oh, about the video gaming.
The video gaming's glitching us? I don't know if that's even going on right now. Probably, but I don't know for sure. You should visit England. It's nice. I have been here 20 years.
We would love to go, but I don't think either one of us really wants to get on an airplane. So
Tim's scared I get over there and refuse to come home. Look, I've been on a plane. I've been on a ship, and I don't like either one of them. You knock me out like B.A. Baracus on the A-team, and I could go, and that'd be okay. But that's a long flight. Isn't that like 18-hour flight? It's a long
That's
flight.
a long flight. It really is.
But we would love to come over there. It's just, I think I'd have to go up through Alaska and then cross the Bering Strait and somehow come through Russia without anybody knowing it. And come around that way.
We would love to travel the back roads over there.
It's an 8-hour flight,
okay.
like a bus ride. Yeah, but you see, when the airplane bounces in the sky, I can't look at it and think we're just going down a country road. I'm like, we're in the sky. There ain't no potholes. I'm going to make it one day. I want to go to Oxford and visit Tolkien's grave. Well, you know, there is a grave I want to visit over there.
We'd love to see some of those grave sites over there too.
There are a lot of places that, you know, I would love to come over there. There's so much to do here in Georgia. And there's so much to do in Alabama. Mm-hmm. And then there's Florida. And then there's Tennessee. And really, I want to head up toward Virginia and West Virginia. Get in the mountains up there.
Oh, you still want to go to South Carolina?
I'm going to South Carolina, whether Tim goes with me or not. Eventually, I'm just going to go. I'm going to call up Son of a Stove. We're going to get in the car. We're going to leave. Will you make a video on the Georgia Guidestones, or is that too far out of your niche? You know they were destroyed. They were blown up. You know that, right?
It is a big world.
It is a big world.
But all the there's later or older history overseas than what we have here. But
there's a real mystery around that, the Georgia Guidestones. It was blown up on video camera. And
look it up.
And then nobody even came for 30 minutes, and then the car was seen speeding away. Yeah, look it up. You'll find it on YouTube. It's been, nobody knows who done it. Nobody's been arrested.
When did they blow it up?
It's been about a year or so.
Yeah.
It's been a little while now, I think, but you go look that one up.
It's on the Wi-Files too. I haven't watched the Wi-Files yet, but it's on the Wi-Files.
Oh, the Georgia Guidestones are on Wi-Files?
Yes, he did a video on them. I seen it. I just hadn't watched it. I was waiting on you. We watched it together, but
I followed the case. They haven't found anybody yet, have they? They haven't even. It's a weird thing for an explosion like that to happen and do that much damage, and it's just like And, you know, I don't even know if it was talked about. I guess it was talked about on the news. I don't know. It wasn't talked about on the news around here that I remember. Of course, like I say, I don't watch very much. Wi-Fi's a good channel.
It is.
Oh, Hecklefish for president. I'd vote for
Yeah.
him. I want that T-shirt. Hecklefish for president. Yes. I'm going to get me one of those. Was in 2022. I thought it's been about a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to watch that video
We
of
do.
the Wi-Fi's because I imagine he always has information that'll blow your mind.
Yeah, he always seems to come through with more than just your regular YouTuber.
Yeah.
But you know, I've only known about the Georgia Guidestones for about 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about them until
I didn't either.
recently. Yeah, I know. My son loves the Wi-Fi's. I have to watch with him to make sure they don't get too scary, but he's got a big brain. We talked about that. I told him I wanted a T-shirt that said Hecklefish for president. I'll get him one too. He wants one, you know. Sure, Hecklefish is cool, dude. I love Hecklefish's tinfoil hat. Really, how did you live in the same house with me for 24 years and not know about the Georgia Guidestones? Did I only live in the house with you for 21 years? How about that? Well, it's kind of like this. I didn't listen to you a lot.
There we go. The truth comes out.
You had some crazy ideas. And now I'm starting to see some of the logic in your insanity. But then I didn't see any of it. It didn't make any sense. So, no, I didn't know about the Georgia Guidestones. But you have to remember, I've come a long way in the last 10 years. I really have.
Yeah, you have.
But really, it was only 21 years. Have you been out of the house for 10 years? Well, yeah, Isaac's 9, I guess.
But, yeah, it makes sense.
I ran away and joined the circus.
Yeah, okay.
I've not seen Stonehenge, and I live here. Now, so that amazes me. But you know, you have to, when they park, you have to go a long way to get to it now.
Yeah, based on what we saw from Yankee in the South.
Kind of a long walk to get out there.
Yeah. I'd love to see Stonehenge too. And they don't let you get too close.
Well, I imagine.
Which I can understand
I can
that.
kind of see that one. Well, you know, there's a lot of places I hadn't seen here. Of course, the United States is huge. But there's a lot of places, you know, places in Georgia I haven't seen.
Oh, we got the dream of going down Route 66 one day.
Oh, yeah. Is Stonehenge part of your belief in giants? I've read some theories about giants building Stonehenge. Also about some sort of high-tech frequency moving the stones through the air. I've heard about the giants, but I never heard about the high-tech frequency moving the stones through the air.
I hate to keep mentioning that. Wi-Fi has something about
Stonehenge.
Stonehenge being in levitation.
Well, that's what he was just talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know, if a giant wanted to build it, that'd be who would build it. Pyramids, the same theory. I've heard that too. When I was in college, back in the dark ages, back in the 80s, I had an English professor who told the story of Stonehenge, and back then you could get close to it. And the woman she went with a group, and they were told not to take anything away from Stonehenge, but she took a rock and she brought it home to the United States. And if you take something from Stonehenge, you are cursed, and you have to return it.
She did, didn't she?
Well, she did. She had to make penance too. She had to go through a certain ritual to get rid of that. The A1A highway in Florida. If you get time off, do the A1A highway in Florida. Does that one go down to the Keys?
I'd love to do that too.
There's so much we'd love to do.
Oh, yeah.
I'd love to go to Louisiana. and go find the grave of Marie Laveau. Yeah. Coastal Road.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
That does sound like fun. But I want to go see the graveyards in Louisiana just because the graveyards are, wow. That's another channel. I watch Grave Visitation too. And I don't know if he's British or Irish. Lamont at Large.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I love the various theories about pyramids. It's interesting how different types of pyramids, ziggurats, globally line up with the stars. Orion's belt is major. It actually is amazing. That's one thing we can agree on. It is amazing. What was it we was watching about the prime numbers? You probably weren't watching it with me, were you?
Might not have been. Sometimes I fall asleep during these.
But how everything, so many things are prime. Even our bodies. That wasn't prime numbers, though. It was a different kind of number because you have one nose and one is not a prime number. 2 eyes, 2 ears. Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about. Sorry.
One is a prime number.
It's a number. I can't explain that to you right now. I can't grab that. What is a prime number, Jack?
Prime number is when you can only one way. You know, there's only one way to get to 1. I mean, you know, like 8 wouldn't be because you got 2 times 4 and
2 is
4,
the first prime number.
Yeah.
And 1 isn't 1 because it's 1 times 1. You're probably right. Miley is meowing behind me or in front of me.
Miley? Well, it's probably 6 o'clock.
It probably
It is after 6, actually.
It is. Miley's ready to be fed. I love the oh, wait a minute. I've already read that. Well, we want to go to Fernandino Beach.
Yeah, we do.
Prime numbers are how Optimus Prime counts. Yeah.
Probably right.
There, you get a thumbs up.
Yeah, big 2 thumbs up. They've come out with another Transformer movie. They're working on it anyway.
That just come out of thin air. Okay. I know. I'm Optimus Prime.
Yeah. Not out of thin air.
Not out of thin air. You're right. I forgot he was a Transformer. Oh, he's a robot in disguise.
He is.
He is a mighty semi-truck.
He is.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think Tim's right about what the prime numbers are, though. I think he's.
I'm pretty sure about that.
I think he's correct about that. I used
to be a math person.
Did you used to be a math person?
Oh, I used to love math.
I know. He wanted to be a math teacher. Me, with my thick accent, I wanted to be an English teacher.
Literature, yeah.
Literature. Well, I've taught a lot of literature, just to be honest. I've taught a lot of literature and a lot of grammar.
We probably should wrap this up. It's getting close to supper time.
Ah, Tim's belly's.
Yeah, for me and for the cats.
Well, okay. I remember going to Dothan as a kid, and they had one TV station.
Dothan,
Alabama. Yeah. Dothan is huge now. Dothan is huge.
I got kinfolks, or somewhat kinfolks, distant kinfolks in Helen, which is right there close to Dothan.
Is Dothan where they do the peanut thing, where they have all those different peanuts all over, and you can go all over Dothan looking for the peanuts? I think I'm right. That might be Enterprise. No, Enterprise is the boll weevil.
Yeah, Enterprise is the boll weevil, yeah.
I'm sorry. Getting all confusing myself. Yeah, okay. When it comes to Alabama, I mostly know about the southern portion. Do you go around and find boll weevils? No, I don't. However, there is a giant boll weevil statue right in the middle of town and right in the middle of traffic. Yeah, because they know. Do you know the story of the boll weevil? Do you understand why the boll weevil was so important? Let's make an Alabama version of Groundhog Day. Called Boll Weevil Day. Okay. The boll weevil ate the cotton. That's all they grew was cotton. When the boll weevil destroyed the cotton crop, they had to start growing something else. And that statue is not bad boll weevil. It's actually good that the boll weevil came in and changed.
Because they prospered with what
Because they prospered with what they changed over to. At least I think I'm right about it somehow. Anyway, okay. Tim's ready to go, so
yeah. Well,
we're gonna go ahead. Yeah, he's blaming it on the cats. We're gonna go ahead and say goodbye, but we're gonna give y'all a chance to. So we will do this again soon.
Thanks for watching us.
Thanks for watching.
Please
I want to finish it with the same thing we always say, but
we love y'all.
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you too, Bear.
Yeah.
All right. Son of a stove. What on earth is that? Okay. Bear likes to wave. Bye. I can hear that just like that. Yeah. All right. Okie doke. Good night.